What's up, wild ones? So, a lot of people talk about like, okay, here's how to get that upgrade, here's how to get that shift, here's how to get that next level of whatever it is that you're being called to step into, and how to open into your desires. And it's all about, like, oh, you have to change your belief system. Oh, you have to, you've got to watch your thoughts. You've got to, you got to write the thing on the mirror and just like remind yourself every day. And it's all well and good, and you might even see like some shifts, right? Like you might actually see something happen from that space. Likely doesn't last, right? But you might see something shift. And the thing that it's still in your head, it's still up here, you're still trying to create shift from this level up. You're not actually dropping it into your body, and until it gets into your body, it's the only place, like working with a body mind level, like that full on actual visceral level, somatic base level of consciousness. That's when things start to actually shift. So if you're wanting to create this new normal and you're continuing to go from a headspace and you're wondering why, like maybe you see some progress, maybe you see some results, but they never seem to actually stick, they never seem to actually take, it's generally because you're working from a head up. And so you can say all the nice things, you can even pretend like you're actually saying some mantras, you can do all kinds of things, and you're like, yes, 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 I'm going, and then you're like, it's not sticking and I don't know why. Get it down into your body. Use one of my wild nectar practices. You've got some free stuff on YouTube. Knock yourself out. We go so fucking deep in Tantric Alchemy for Lovers. If you're wanting in on that, doors close tomorrow. TantricAlchemyForLovers.com. Make sure you join us. Yes, men and women. I had that question today. This is one of my very few programs, like group programs, that you can actually, that is, everybody come on in. It's usually women identifying. So if you want to go deeper, make sure you join. I'll put the link down. And the next thing, like, so yes, get it into your body, do some wild nectar, do some breath work, do some movement practices, and then also you have to actually like do something with it. So do something with what you're stepping into. So create something with it, right? Don't just like, okay, like I did a yoga practice and nothing changed. Like you've got to actually do something, create a new reality with the thing that your soul is wanting you to upgrade around. So don't just like leave it all willy-nilly and leave it sitting there. Do something with the energy, with the new level of consciousness that your soul, your body is asking you to step into. And one of the big things is that people try, like, and trust me, I do that, like, everything I tell you is something I'm telling myself, have told myself, whatever. It's for all of us. And something that people do so often is like, oh, like you'll come at it on a Thursday, and then by Saturday, like you stop doing that consciousness work. You come in and you go hard in the paint for a month, and then all of a sudden you're back to not doing that work. And what happens is, like, your soul is always in the process of upgrading. Your soul is always in the process of coming home. Your soul, your body, the deepest part of you, that immutable part of you that nothing and no one can touch, no society, no pressure, no conditioning, like it can't even hold a flame to it, right? There's this part of you, the true identity part of you. It is always in the process of coming home. It's always in the process of stepping into a deeper level of awareness of who you came here to be, a deeper level of connection with God, art, and soul, a deeper level of connection with that homecoming, that freedom, that liberation of your own voice, your power, your genius. There's always an upgrade in progress. But what happens is, we're trying to come at it from a headspace. Two, we like come at it and then we're like, what's that? And then we forget about it for a while, and we're like, yeah, I did the damn thing, I did the work, but did you do it again the next day, and then the next day, and then the next? And so one of the biggest things that I have found, and that my clients can find, if you're coming at it from like with the best of intentions, right? Like even maybe you're like you're like, but I'm doing like sex magic practices and I'm trying to get into my body, I'm doing all these things, and it's still not shifting. Like you get that that you got to drop it into your body. Where's the consistency? And where's the consistency with how you're actually connecting inside of the practices and the deep work you're doing? And then also, are you actually taking that energy, taking that consciousness that you're working with and creating something with it? Or are you just kind of like, I'll do like a body practice, and then I'll just go and move throughout the rest of my day in my old way, in my old level of conditioning. So there is, your soul is always trying to come home, always trying to like help you come home, right? Help you get into that level, that deeper level of consciousness and awareness of who you are. And also everything outside of you is also at all times trying to get you further away from that truth, from that power. And so the external feedback systems, right? Like your family, your society, your culture, the color of your skin, and what everyone says that has to mean about you, what you have between your legs or don't have between your legs, whatever, all that external feedback stuff about who you're supposed to be and who you shouldn't be, and all of that, that's going nonstop every single day, right? And if you're not also showing up to do the deep work around that homecoming to soul every single day, then what do you think is going to win? Right? Like, so we can do all this hit or miss, and we can kind of come at it, and then we can let it go and come at it and let it go. But until we are relentless in the truth of ourselves, until we are relentless in the commitment to expanding our capacity for actually being all of ourselves, like full accessing the range of who we are on every level: physical, mental, emotional, creative, energetic, spiritual, like sexual, all of the levels. We've got to be in that commitment every day, and that takes practice. So yep, I think that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always DM me on Insta. That's where the after party is going down. Shoot me a DM over on Instagram. And yeah, if you do want to get into Tantric Alchemy for Lovers, make sure that you are in by tomorrow. Depending on when you're watching this, you might be able to get in on an evergreen status. But if you want this live round, I'm closing access to work with me in this live round, plus bonus access, something I'm dropping in December, which I'm probably thinking maybe possibly that I'm going to do live, which means you get an extra coaching call with me. But it's a bonus training called Sex Magic and Erotic Manifestation. If you want that, you have to be in on this live round, so you have to join by tomorrow. You can probably join on an evergreen like self-study level later. You will not have access to live coaching calls with me twice a week, and you will not get access to this bonus training. So if you want that, make sure you join by tomorrow. Tantric Alchemy for Lovers.com. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. Yeah, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I was really planning on this being less than 5 minutes. I had a good plan. Didn't actually work out though. I don't know if I've ever made one that's less than 5 minutes, but as always, here's hoping. One day, might actually happen. Okay, I love you. Thank you for watching. As always, here's to your untaming. Bye, wild ones.